Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the third edition of the Nigeria Leadership Summit. For those of you who have been following the summit would know that we are focused on building a new generation of leaders in Nigeria. This year, we are focused on entrepreneurship. And the reason we're focused on entrepreneurship is because we know that the unemployment crisis in Nigeria can be solved by young people creating a job for themselves, which means we need to become business people. Now, the business people that we need to become can be small, can be big, can be micro. If you will listen to some of the speeches today, you will hear from people who have developed businesses from as little as 5,000 naira. You will hear from people who have started businesses while they are still in school, and I'm not talking about university, I'm talking about secondary school. So the whole idea is to tell you and to give you the impression that there are solutions to the problems in Nigeria. We at the Nigeria Leadership Summit do not agree with those who sit on the fence and complain. The government should do this, the government should do that. We believe that we can take our destiny into our hands. And our destiny truly is as a result, and our outcome will truly as a result of whatever we have decided for ourselves. I have a mantra, my radio program, and for those of you who have been coming to the Leadership Summit, and the mantra goes like this: if you are not part of the solution, you are part of the, if you are not part of the solution, you're part of the, what does that statement mean? If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So it means that those of us who complain consistently about the problem and we don't do anything about it, we are becoming a part of that problem. Give you a typical example. If you have been listening to the news recently, you will hear about some folks who tried to get into a boat from, I believe they were from Somalia, and the boat, no, Ethiopia, and the boat capsized. About 71 of them died. They were trying to get into Europe. Last year, we had a group that did that from Morocco, and most of them were Nigerians. They got into a boat, they're trying to get a better life in Europe, in Spain, and the boat capsized. They all lost their lives. Now, if you read deeply into that story, you find out that each one of those people on those boats spent $5,000 to get onto that trip. $5,000 in order to pay a group that takes them from Nigeria across the desert into Morocco and then on a boat that takes them to the next part of Europe. Now, $5,000 is arguably a whole lot of money in Nigeria. With $5,000, I can list 100 businesses that you can start. And these are not even small businesses with $5,000. Looking at which exchange rate you use, some people are selling dollars at 200 naira now. But if you use that, then of course you would see that you can actually have between 1.5 and 2 million naira to start a business. So why would you invest that and end up losing your life in a checkered journey that doesn't make any sense? There are opportunities in Nigeria. The challenge for us as Nigerians is that we have refused to take our life into our hands. We have not done that. And so what we are trying to encourage the folks, those of you who participate in the Nigeria Leadership Summit, and the reason why we invite the secondary schools is because we are digging deep to the foundation of the future of Nigeria. We believe that those of us who are in our 20s, 30s, and 40s might not witness the Nigeria of our dreams. But these young children who are 9 years old, 10 years old, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, they have an opportunity to build a new Nigeria if they see things differently. The Nigeria we have today is a result of the Nigerian people. It is not government's fault, because the government are made up of the people. It is the people that send people into government, isn't it? So it is the mindset and the ideology that we have as a population that the folks in government are mirroring.